So we at the NWC, we have listened to the residents of Hanover and Westmoreland that are supplied from the Logwood water treatment plant, and we are here today to provide our updates on our actions that we have taken since January to present. We will also update you on our medium-term and our long-term plans to improve water supply in that area, along with the northwestern section of Jamaica and the activities that we will continue to pursue following my two colleagues' presentation earlier would have set the pitch to why is it that NWC need to carry out these activities and the support that we will need from you, our customers, and the citizens of Hanover and Westmoreland. So our presentation to you today will be in 4 segments. First, we look at weather ramification in the area. We will look at the potable supply zone in the area. We'll look at the implications to the NWC and the next steps for you, our customers and citizens. First, in addition to what the Met Office would have shared earlier, it shows that for the next 2 months, the eastern parishes will receive above normal rainfall, and it means that for those who are seeing the map on the screen, the yellow-brownish area suggests that Hanover and Westmoreland will continue to have minimum to below normal rainfall, and we will share in subsequent slides the activities that we're going to carry out to mitigate the disruption in service. So I'll briefly share how the water is distributed along the North Coast. So this map demonstrates water coming from Martha Brae from the east to a central point in Montego Bay, which meets water coming from Great River. Also, Great River produce and distribute water westward towards Lucy, Logwood Water Treatment Plant, which is on my far west, supplies all the way northeast to Lucy and northwest to Negril. So I'll share some gap analysis of the current situation. In periods of good, where the rain falls, Logwood produce 6 to 6.5 million gallons per day. During that period, there's no deficit. Currently, in this dry period, we're down by 45%, and which means there's a current deficit of 4 million gallons per day. We will share also how we intend to cover that deficit. Our plans for 2030 shows that with the increased demand for housing developments that are upcoming, there will be a deficit of 12 million. And I will share the activities that will minimize that deficit by 2030. This photo here, it shows the Fish River. So the current status, it is dry. No water is coming from the Fish River at this moment. So currently, the Orange River Blue Hole, which is now the main source of water for the water treatment plant at Logwood, is now at 45%. This 45% means that we cannot operate the plant 24 hours per day. So water is periodically produced, and the facility is shut down to build storage at the Blue Hole. Peter earlier shared some potential storage on the North Coast that can augment this area. So from the south, he shared we have Venture River, Run River, and Black River. And on the northeast, there's Great River, Martha Brae, and Roy Buena, which will fall part of our long-term strategic plan to meet the northwestern and northeastern supply scheme of Jamaica. So the actions that the NWC has taken since January. We have communicated our challenges to you, the citizens. We have established stakeholder groups so we can get the feedback real time We have implemented nightly adjustments to minimize fall-off rate at the blue hole. We have increased the number of trucks from other regions by 4. And we have scheduled intermittent pipe water supply. So I will share shortly the areas that have benefited from the new regulated schedule that we have shared. So I'm going to quickly summarize from Sunday to Sunday. So on Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., Norman Boulevard, Whitehall, Orange Hill, Mount Airy, Brighton. 4 p.m. to 2, West End and Western Mountain. On Monday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Norman Boulevard, Sheffield, all roads leading off. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Whitehall, Orange Hill, Mount Airy, and Brighton. Tuesday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., Whitehall, Phase 1, 2, and 3, Red Ground. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Norman Boulevard, Sheffield, and all roads leading off that you can visit. You can visit our website to get the detailed schedule, and we will continue to post it in the different groups that we have in both parishes. So our short-term measures will conduct a rapid appraisal of the network. We'll do active leak detection. We'll repair the leaks that we have found. We intend to regularize those customers who are not currently on board with us to partner with us so we can promote conservation of the water that is unauthorized used. We will commence the procurement of 8 new water trucks. We will continue to intensify our trucking in that space. On the Great River system, we will commence the decalcification, which is an activity known as pigging, where we put an equipment in the pipe and we pump it through the pipe just to something like, is a simple term, is washing sediments from the pipe. And this activity will bring an additional 1 million gallons per day, which we will dedicate solely for Hanover. And this water will reach as far as Green Island, so we will minimize the need for Logwood to go to that space, which means more water will be available to pump to the communities in Whitehall, Red Ground, and environs, which is the water transfer that we mentioned for Great River to Green Island. We have also, since January, procured a new standby generator. Those of you who are living in the area who are familiar with frequent power outage in the area, and this standby generator is to minimize the interruption when there is a single phase or low voltage problem. We have commenced installation and we will push to complete by this weekend. We plan to also explore any potential well, while RRA previously shared that the area is not known for wells, we are still going to explore the potential. There are some long-term, there are some medium-term activities which Minister will speak to further. We will commence the preparatory works for these major transmission lines in this financial period. So the medium-term activities, our plan is to upgrade the transmission lines from Marthabury all the way to Negril. We will expand capacity at Great River and Marthabury to meet the deficit in dry period and the upcoming demands. We will also, through our research unit, explore the potential of desalination in that space. Our long-term measures to address the deficit in Negril, we spoke about it decades ago, which is the construct a new water treatment plant in Hanover River, Westmoreland. Financial means would have prevented this from happening. We would have commenced some activities which was at the time to extend the transmission line from Great River to Lucy. We are already advanced in our procurement activity to conduct a island-wide non-renew water reduction project. This means we will address the efficiencies of the NWC to minimize leaks. So in period of drought, we have additional capacity to meet your needs. So this summarizes the capital needs to address the short, medium, and long-term goals in this space. As you can see, it's a lot of money. And while the NWC would have presented 2 successive financial periods that we have made a profit, that profit is not enough to address this long-term activity in this space. And we are pursuing public-private partnership financial means to achieve these projects. And it is not an activity that will take 1 year or 2 years. That's why it's scheduled in the short, medium, and long term. And the next steps for you, our customers, consumers, and citizens, we will continue to have regular communication with you. We ask you to continue to be patient with our teams as we try to distribute the little water that we have. We encourage you to store water and conserve, and continue to report leaks whenever you see them to the NWC. And finally, there's a famous Jamaican saying that water more than flour, and it means that time is hard. While we're in the drought period, the NWC is never short of ideas to address the challenges, and we ask that you continue to have hope in the NWC that we will find a way to provide the help that you need. Thank you.